night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Ready.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season, and the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Looking to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And try to find Jackson Smith and Jigba. But now it'll be third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's caught inside the 25. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On the set.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Black shot.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 6.
Third down and 6. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 83 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Strike. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Claws red.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Snyder. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Third and 5. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
21. Seahawks 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yard.
And this is going to be intercepted. Off to the races. Sheds off the tackle. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Come on, set. Track at 60. Hey.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Check smash.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Cameron Curl brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
Clock 10. Strike blue. Blue is striking. Hut, hut. Ultra, ultra. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
6, 7. White, white. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
1st down, Seattle.
Drill green. 10 cycles. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Green jack.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is good. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Brings up third down and 9.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talked so much about